How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of AngelsBobs Plus here in Factorio, episode 68. Jeez, can't believe we're already this far in. Well, if you guys have been enjoying the series, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe on the videos. It really does help me out. Other than that, let's get right into today's episode. So last week, well, I say last week, but in the last episode, for reference, last week was when I recorded. Yeah. But in the last episode for you guys, because, yeah, it's going to appear like no time had passed at all. We're on the next step for the refinement of the saprolite chunks. So if you guys remember, in the last episode, we are going to be using what is known as a leaching plant. And it looks like this. It's basically the same size, but luckily for us, it doesn't have... I'll just put it down here and then I'll move it. It doesn't have an output for liquid, so, which is kind of weird because it does have one technically here. Like, there is one on the machine, but none of the recipes that are made in it use it, which I think are odd. I don't know if it's just a planned feature for eventually, or just, I don't know, kind of future-proofing the machine, or what. But it does make our job a lot easier, so I don't have to worry about a second line of fluid. I can just do them like this, and then we'll be good. And we'll finish building that other side. Let our nanobots go ahead. Did we ever actually end up building enough of these? I can't remember. Should have, yeah, we have 24. Yeah, so... Oh, one more. There we go. And then, technically, this doesn't need a split. So let's go like that. And the same thing here. Can just go like that as well. Like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and just drag this all the way down this side as well. And then, as always, we're going to leave that middle two... the middle two belts here in the middle open for... the next tier of refining. Not all of them are going to need to go to tier... I think it's tier 3. Right? Because, well, tier 1's crushing, tier 2 chunks, tier 3 is crystal, yeah, so tier 4. Not all of them we're going to need to tier 4 because, again, we're going to probably start getting into direct ore sorting soon, and what that is where we combine things like the crushed, or down here you can see it, so we apply a mineral catalyst, some saprolite, some javolite, and we get pure iron. And then some of these kind of more advanced ones, we need a crystal catalyst, which is basically the advanced version of the mineral catalyst. And then I don't think we have any recipes yet, no. Eventually there's a third one as well that we'll need to get. And so right now there's chunks, and then there are that we need. But we don't need all of like the crystals and whatnot. Yeah, so not all 6 are going to need to go all the way to tier 4, only some of them. Alright, so we have our input of our chunks here, so let's go ahead and actually get power going to these. Should just be that and that, or I guess we should do that and that. Alright, so now we need to get the sulfuric acid. Now, we do have some being made over here, so we could just pull from this. However, we have to then figure out what we're doing over here with all our sulfur. We actually have quite a lot that we need to use. Now, the way this is designed, the way the system, luckily, is ratioed as well, the amount of sulfur being produced is, coincidentally enough, or at least it used to be, enough to produce enough sulfuric acid. So I'm going to just double check that here with the Helmod real fast. So we have these by factory. Actually, this. So I have 40 of these. So we need 150, which gets produced from these, right? Which gets produced from the sulfur. Okay. And we need enough sulfur from these, which needs enough sulfuric wastewater from these, which, look at that, happens to be... although, yes, we could change this, the amount consumed doesn't change, right? It just... when you change the amount of factories you need, it doesn't change your input or output, it just changes the amount of machines needed because the machine speed changed. Now, because we are still working off the finite of these 40, but as you can see, 40 flotation cells is equal to 40 leaching plants, which is what we have. So that's why we can see that it's everything ratioed out. Now, we do have extra, close some of these extra panels here. As you can see, we do have extra processing plants. We actually have double of what we need here. The reason there is double is because if you remember, is although we do have 40 here, let's just go ahead. If we go like that, so we do have 40. Let's go ahead and put that underneath. Notice it can support 11, but well, that's going off of that amount. If we go off of 8 are what we need to fully process this, and that's going to produce 8 sulfur right there, right? So I can actually just go like that, and then go like that, then use 40. So as you can see, we're only going to be using 3.8 in these machines. So we are going to have extra sulfur, or once we just ratio everything out and produce it as sulfuric acid, we're going to have extra sulfuric acid, which isn't a bad thing to have. That will just be used elsewhere. But it is able to support itself. So we'll make the sulfuric acid over here somewhere. Not sure where. We'll probably just make it on the left-hand side. So I just need 5 chemical plants. 3 of those. Oh, I do need purified water, though. What's going to be... We'll just do these. Oh, yeah, 1. So 1, 5, 3. Okay, we'll just pin this real fast. And we already have those. Okay. So let's go ahead and let me see if I have the things I need. 1, 2, 5. So there's the 8. And let's go water treatment plant. I need basic circuits, like always. I feel like we had all 5 vehicles at the start of the week, and now we're only down to 2. The episode of Where's Waldo with all the cars is going to be interesting. I say that as I drive past one, but I don't want to pick it up because I abandoned it and almost ran into that. Oh, it's a good thing I have the repair bots on. I don't want to pick it up because it's going to be part of the, you know, one of those final episodes. You know, I'm starting to think dedicated roadways in the factory might be where it's at. So I don't run into so much shit. Alright, let's go ahead and grab all the circuits we need, like so. Oh, god damn it. We already had a bunch. I don't even need to be down here. Okay, well. Oh, what about flare stacks? That I do need material for. Alright, let's go ahead and make like 10 of those. I'm gonna need them, even if I don't use all of them here. And then we'll need the water bores. And it wouldn't be an episode without me running over a power pole and destroying it. Alright, so let's head up top. Alright, so we do have to... I'm going to work backwards for this one, and just work backwards with the pipe. So... I should hopefully have enough. So this row, basically, on the warehouses is going to be used for the wastewater, which means the top one is going to end up being used for the input of whatever acid is used, because each one uses a different type of acid, except for bombonium, stereotype, and saffrite, I believe. I'll use the same. Alright, where is... Do I have any? Yeah, I was going to say, I should have loaders. I know we have a bunch. Alright, so let's go like that. Yeah, we'll just put this guy on the bottom one. We could use underground for this. We could also use... Okay, we could use underground. Honestly, I think the underground are going to be a little bit more expensive to be using for a case like this, where we're just running a bunch of straight, because you're only going to go 4 distance, but I believe each one uses, what, 20? Right? Oh, jeez, we have so many new pipes now. Bronze, iron. Yeah, use 10 to go distance of 11. Yeah, but as you see, actually, some of these higher ones will go further. So, like, for instance, titanium will go 23 underground. Iron and copper are only 11. Steel's 15. Ceramics all the way at 23. I honestly don't see too much of a need to invest in some of those. They're a little bit more expensive just because of how much extra refining it takes to get the material to even make the pipe. I mean, I guess if you're really, like, hemorrhaging for copper and iron, I suppose, but then I guess you just do stone pipe, right? 'Cause stone pipe is... Yeah, stone pipe is just stone, and then you just burn it in an electric furnace. Well, cook it? I don't know. You make stone brick in a furnace, and then... Oh, smelt it, I guess, is the word there for Factorio. But, yeah, I mean, you know, the length of 11 with stone, so I guess if you're really hurting on your metals, you could do stone, but... I don't really see much of a need for it, at least in my opinion. All right, so let's go ahead and drag this all the way over. These pipes aren't in their final resting place. We will need to more than likely adjust as we get more. Let's see. So 2x2, 3x3, 4x4, 5x5, 6x6, I believe. That's what the warehouses are. So let's go ahead. I like how you just delete the fish as you go over too. Let's clear some trees if I need to. Oh, I don't know if I'm aligned actually at all with this. I suppose we can always go under, but we can never go over. Oh well. And now we've gone over twice. Whatever. Maybe we're actually aligned this whole time. Was it a happy accident? It was not a happy accident. Oh well, I mean, okay, look, in a way it was, right? Because we do want a space in between the pipe. Plus, in all honesty, most of this lake will probably get filled in anyway, so I don't think it matters too much. So let's go ahead and connect all this up. Awesome. And then I'll come back and drag the pipe, but I do want to at least try to get the sulfuric acid stuff set up before the end of the episode. Let's grab a car. Never mind. We're already like down here. I was saying, let me grab a car and drive all the way down, but it's like, we're already this close and whatnot. So we can build it on the left side or we can build it on the top of these. Either one works. I think let's just stack it. It does limit any future expansion we might want to do, but I don't see us doing a whole lot of expanding of this just because it's already a lot. Right, we're not doing any sort of rocket per minute or anything like that, although that would be fun to try to do. I just don't think for the scope of this series that's what we're gonna do. Although we might eventually turn this factory into something like that, right? Down the road. Okay, so let's see, we need water purifier, so let's just go like so. Oh, you know what? I should probably make sure that there's enough space before I do any sort of tomfoolery. Okay, so we need at least 2. There's our space, and then we're gonna have technically 6. So I need a spacing of at least 3 plus 6 is 9, plus 2 is 11. So something like that. And then where's the 6? There. Alright. So that means the corner for our stuff will be about there. Alright, so we just need something like that. So let's grab our water bores, which I only have 1 of. Let's go to make about 3. Now let's go ahead and take a straight pipe like so. Into that. Okay. And then, I should have made sure I had that. We don't need the saline water at all. I'll just grab power. Well, I'm thinking about it, something like that. Alright, so we don't need the saline water, so we take the purified water, and we throw that into a chemical plant. I know I made enough. Where's the inputs for these things? I believe it's on this one, right? Yes, oxygen. Oh! We forgot to do the oxygen. Okay. We'll do the compressed air one then, 'cause I know that one's pretty quick to do. Tier 2? Alright, so we need... Alright, so we need... Okay. We'll just adjust our calculations real fast then. Because I did not account for these. Oopsie. 5, so there's the 7 air things we need. 5, 6 of those. Okay. Well, that's all getting made. Let's, I guess, go ahead and plan that then. Oh, I need these, actually. Well, let's go ahead and get the sulfur and stuff up here. I guess while we wait for that to happen. I know I have some landfill on me. Well, luckily the... So did... How far over did I actually plan this? Oh, plenty. Okay, yeah, I gave myself plenty of room. Then I just wanted to make sure that I didn't like hem myself in super close here, and we're gonna have to end up really getting screwed. I mean, not that we're gonna need a whole lot of room to just route some belt. I am gonna go ahead and throw down the 3rd warehouse though really fast. Now, obviously, yeah, we can move the warehouses. That's no big deal. So let's go something like this. We're gonna need them. So let's just go ahead and drag a belt up like this. And then as for how to route the belt, honestly, it doesn't really matter. We could go something like this. We could just say something as simple as this even. Luckily, when you have belt and pipe is really easy to move, at least compared to the belt. So I'm not really worried about it being a problem. We do something like that, and then okay, everything's done crafting. So let's just do something like this. And I need to fill more land in. Alright. Go like that. Copy and paste those. Awesome, those are done. I think we just pipette? Yeah. I mean, yeah. Not sure how that got reset, but oh well. Yeah, so we just do something like this. Doesn't really need to be... Oh, well, actually we have to space them by 1 because they do have a dual output of nitrogen. And the other one, 3, oh, 1 too many. And for this one, I'll just use copper pipe. Again, use whatever pipe you want. I'm just doing this. That's what I had. Alright, the oxygen is what we want. The nitrogen is what we want to get rid of. So for this, let's go ahead and just do... Yeah, it doesn't really matter. You can do either input is the second one. If you want to do oxygen on the like first one, go for it. So we don't need that at all. Now I just go like so. I wish I could drag this like you can drag belt. Unfortunately, you can't, or at least I have not figured out how to. If there is a way, let me know. But I don't think I can drag underground pipe to connect. I've tried before and it has not worked. Alright, so now everything here is producing. So now we have our 2 things we need, so that's now made. So now let's go ahead and set up. Alright, so let's go ahead and make this. Do something like... The reason we're going to do underground is I'm going to insert the sulfur on this side. So we'll do something like this, and then we'll just do something like this. Well, I'll do that. And we'll go ahead and drop pickup like so. Awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and do an underground. And then preemptively put our underground. Or, well, splitter, and then we'll preemptively put our underground. Alright, and now that's made. And then, because this is going to have 2 inputs, I believe 3 should be enough, right? Yes. 1 for space, and then the other one. Although technically we could just expand this single setup, instead of just duplicating it for all of the 3 that require the sulfuric acid. We do have to be careful, though, of the amount of flow that a single pipe can sustain. That is the only potential problem that could happen. Although unlikely, again, for how little we are needing. Let's do something like that. Awesome. But it is expandable. This setup is very small. We could either tile it or expand it up. And so now we have the sulfuric acid, so that needs to be brought down. So again, like I said, it doesn't really matter how we bring that into the area. And cool. So now let's go ahead and just plan this out, I guess. So if this... So let's do something like that. Okay. So that is where the pipe must hit. Want to do something like that? We could stack it something like this. But then we gotta do... Well, barring the fact that I can place pipe without it doing that, gives us something that should look an awful lot like this. Yeah, the only unfortunate thing is that we get this weird one, but... what if we just did something like... Rumble. Yeah, we'll just do this. I'm sure there is a better corner design for this, but, wow. Okay, can I go over at least to here? Yes. Yeah, then we'll standardize it by cutting them here. Alright. There we go. Looks nicer, I suppose. So let's go ahead and... Why does that not... Oh, well, for now it's fine, but I just realized that we totally didn't tile this correctly, but oh well. That is future me problem. And another corner. I'm gonna just go blueprint this one, because I really don't want to have to, like, redo it. And I should have done it before the radar cut out. And do I have one? At least I have a radar, or at least the stuff to make a radar. Yeah. I could probably spend an entire episode just going around and putting radars down. Sure, let's just grab... Yeah, you can see. There we go. Well, I only need to connect the sulfuric acid up in order to get our crystals, I think are what they're called, made. And we used a different type of pipe. Oh well. Well, it looks like this should be producing. Yes, it is. It is a little bit slower, but it does a 1-to-1, so two chunks in, 2 crystals out. And then... So now this is getting them in. We want... So eventually, yeah, so eventually we get these purified, basically purified sapphirite. That gives us a bunch of things. But right now we only have these. Now let me just make sure that these are actually set accordingly. And the reason we have these filters is so that the warehouses don't backlog. It doesn't look like we have enough things. And this guy backed up, so I'm gonna have to take a look at that one. There's a lot of reasons it probably backlogged. Looks like we don't have enough ore. The reason we don't have enough ore is because our belt's not full. Okay, so we'll have to go take a look at the miners then on that. But I do want to take a look as to why this guy is filled up. Yeah, so they're not going to start showing up here, which is fine. So let's go ahead. So let's give it a sec. So what we're doing right now is we're bleeding the lines without actually like tearing anything up. So it's forcing any ore into the machines. We're gonna wait a second and then we'll go adjust. Alright, so that's correct. Let's see, are these correct? Yep. So you're not gonna let any more in. Yeah, so these machines are gonna stop to prevent this from filling up with chunks. So really 10,000 chunks is plenty. Like, we don't need to be producing it, right? We don't need a byproduct from this. Although, the byproduct from this, which is the sulfuric wastewater, does help make the sulfur. But luckily for us, these 3 lines will all make sulfur, so I'm not worried about it. For the other 3 ores, it could become a problem. Because they each are their own. And then, yeah, this, of course, is full as well, so it's fine. What are you doing? Ammonium. You're not producing because you don't have any ore. Was that my fault you don't have ore, or... or... I think I might not have set this aside. No, I did. There's just... like, no... What? That is curious. This side's not getting any. I don't know. That's weird. Well, there we go. Now both sides. I don't know what's up with that. We do need to speed that up actually to red belt. Because there's no sense in having a red in and out if the belt in between isn't red as well. Alright. We'll take a look at this guy though here in a sec. Alright, so now that the line should be blood, let's go ahead and... Oh no, we need to upgrade these. Oh shoot. We need to go grab some brass before we do that. But let's just go ahead and pick them up. So that way we can clean them. And then also, so I don't have to accidentally make more. Ooh, can we do it before the episode ends? We will if we can get in a vehicle. I don't know about the crafting and placing them down, but... well, hopefully. Okay, so we need brass, which should be on... well, actually, you know what? Let's just go to the bus. I don't need to be actually on. Avoided a power pole. Yeah, should be right there. Oh no. I need bronze plate. Oh no, I need red circuits. Yeah, okay, I don't think we're gonna be able to get them all then. that should be plenty, hopefully. Oh no, we're gonna start building a bunch of these, right? Nope. Can't build it if we don't have it, right? This episode will be probably a couple minutes longer than normal, but that's fine. Let's head back up here and grab... Jeez, that Jubilite is still going away. Still mining, I suppose, huh? Definitely gonna have to increase the saccharide mining production, though. Oh no, we're not making any red circuits. This is bad. Uh-oh. We're out of aluminum. Okay, well, I guess we're definitely not making them this episode. Next time on Factorio. Alright, well, I'll catch you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed the series. If you guys did, or make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe, all those fun things. And that, I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. And I'm going to figure out why we don't have aluminum. I actually can see why we don't have aluminum. I will see you guys in the next one while I fix this in between episodes. Have a good one. Bye-bye.